Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of the Gray's Taproom Podcast. I am your co-host Mike, and joining me as always is my beautiful wife, my drinking buddy, and my favorite person to get drunk with when sitting up here behind a microphone, the trash can.
I thought you were talking about somebody else there at one point because you said my drinking buddy.
No, AJ's not here.
Oh, he's not really your drinking buddy. He's your other buddy.
Yeah,
He's your eating buddy
sure.
because you eat things,
Okay,
just not each other.
mind your business.
Yay. All right. Yay. No, thank you. I'm the trash can
No,
tabby.
you're welcome.
I am the trash can. I've been drinking for 4 hours, but I'm not really feeling a whole lot.
Well, behind the scenes,
I'm like tingly,
you
tingly.
said that you didn't know if you were gonna.
I weren't.
You weren't.
I weren't.
You were not.
I weren't.
You wouldn't
No.
go and drink today. And
Honestly-
leave me fucking solo.
Yeah, no, I really
Explain
was.
yourself.
I wasn't going to drink today. Okay, so for those of you listening, my mother had knee surgery.
That's why. You said you were
On-
going to drink a lot.
Yeah, but then I changed my mind to drink nothing. But my mother had knee surgery a week ago, of those of you listening. And so my awesome, amazing little brother has been taking care of her pretty much full time. He took vacation to take care of her. And
Yeah.
he's been there around the clock. Well, I've tapped him out a couple of times
Yeah.
this week. Well, no, literally almost every day this week, to either hang out with her while he went to band practice, or he ran and did some errands and just got out of the house and things like that. So I bathed her yesterday. Well, helped her into the bath. She bathed
Yeah.
herself. I did not have to bathe
You
her.
had to see your mom's titties.
Okay, nothing
I
new.
know.
Nothing new. I've seen my mom naked plenty of times. It doesn't bother me. Nakedness doesn't bother me, regardless of male, female, or who they are, unless it's Jay. And then
It bothers me.
I want to die.
Sometimes
If
if
I
I
even
see a
think about
naked
it.
person, like, ugh, I kind of just wish I'd shoot myself
Doesn't
right
bother
now.
me. I mean, live and let live. But anyway, but I mean, so it's literally, I've been working 9-hour days. By the way, I did look at my timesheet today after I left work, and I've been doing 8.5 to 9 hours every day this week.
Samesies.
And then going to mom's house and taking care of mom. So I was like, you know what? Since I have to spend literally all day Saturday and almost all day Sunday and spend the night Saturday night with mom,
Yeah.
I'm just going to not drink at all. And then the Microsoft bullshit happened, which totally affected us at work. That was a little bit painful today.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as some people because I'm in a group. The fuck was that?
I have the black lung pop. That was a Derek Zoolander cough.
There you go.
There.
But no, at least I'm not as bad. At least my place of employment is not as bad as others because they have been on the phone with the helpline for
Right.
like 6 hours right now
Really?
or longer.
That's wild.
Well, they're like, hey, bring your IP address, your IP or your address, the numbers that are on your modem. Bring your telephone number and your issue.
Yeah.
Well, that's what people are calling in for.
Oh,
Hey,
really?
we're having computer issues. Here is this, but they have been on hold. They said stop calling us at one point in time this morning. At like
To you guys?
they sent a whole
Like a memo.
literally to everybody within the not just our company, but everybody's company that I work for.
Yeah.
And it popped up and it said, hey, long wait times. If you don't need to call us, don't call us, please. We're trying to work on this as fast as possible.
Your calls are just distracting us from getting the. Is that what
No,
basically what they?
no.
Is that basically what they were trying to say?
No, they were trying to say, we understand that everybody is having this fucking outage. Fucking
Yeah.
stop calling us.
Yeah. Water is wet. Snow is cold. Yes, we know.
So my
Leave us
place of
alone.
employment is one of 300 within a 50-mile radius, by
Right.
the way.
Yeah.
So if you take the 50, well, less than 50 miles. So if you take the 50-mile radius of 300 of the place of my employment and multiply it by 50 states, that's a lot of place of employments that's calling this place.
Right.
So yeah, it was great. It was awful. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get drunk tonight.
Yeah.
I will deal with the consequences in the morning. I will drink lots of coconut water, coffee, and then go watch Stranger Things with my beautiful, wonderful mother. I'm going to introduce her. Well, she's on episode 3. We will start episode 3.
Season 1.
Season 1, episode 3. Season 1, episode 3. Tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Because I love Stranger Things, and I'm binging it again for the second time this
But now
month.
you get to do it with your mom.
I do. And Mom is like,
Mother-daughter
Religious
bonding
though.
over Stranger Things.
but Mom is religious, so I'm kind of like, I'm also,
That has nothing to
well, no.
do with it.
As we're watching this, I'm trying to explain to her, like, this is kind of like at the opening episode with Will, Mike, Lucas, and Dustin playing D&D. She's like, what are they? I said they're playing D&D. She goes, is that what you do? I was like, not exactly that, but yes, that's along the same lines. So
Right.
it was cute.
Yeah. But no, that's awesome that because as I've stated several times,
Yeah.
your mom rules.
She's just the sweetest,
Rules.
most angelic, saintly person.
I don't
she
care that she's religious. I
No,
don't
no. That's the
care.
thing, though. Is she literally is like Jesus's best friend because she's so fucking saintly.
I can. It's separate the art from the artist.
Exactly, but she is such a wonderful lady.
Hold on. Mom, my mom,
Right.
just know that you are my lady, you are my gal. I love you so much. You are the best. But Debbie, you are an incredibly close second to that. Incredibly close.
He has to say that. 'cause
I'm
it's
praising
his
your mom,
I know.
and I don't want my mom
mom to be mad. I know.
because
I know.
I love our moms.
Yes.
They are the best.
We have the bestest moms ever.
They rule.
They do.
Yeah.
But no. So all day Saturday, all day
Shout out to
Sunday.
Kathy and Deborah. We love you.
Aw, Deborah. The baby.
Shout out, no free shout out.
The baby. That's okay. They pay for their shout outs in food and love.
And margaritas.
That's I almost said margaritas.
And margaritas.
And tequila with
And
your
shit
mom.
talk.
And yes.
Could
have
you imagine
video.
your mom margarita drunk?
Nope. I have seen her Bailey's drunk, and
Yeah.
that was kind of fun.
You saw my grandmother
No,
drunk. That might be the same.
no,
You don't think so?
no.
Do you think my grandmother could outdrink your mother?
Yes.
Like under the table?
Yes.
You know who would be fun to watch go toe to toe?
Who?
Shout out, no free shout out. Aunt Gretchen versus Aunt Sarah. No, Aunt Bobby versus Aunt Sarah. Aunt Sarah, I love you, but you're in your rookie season. You're in your rookie season compared to.
I don't want to know anything. I don't want to be accomplice. I don't want to be in it. No, I'm out. I'm out.
I will
Roll the tapes. That's all I'm going to have to say.
I'm putting my name in the hat to
Anyway.
be the official referee for this fight. All right. So before we get it, so we do have 2 beers
Well, I mean,
from our dear friend Aaron.
my twinsy.
I had to say it. Shout out.
my
Follow
twinsy.
Aaron. I had to say it. Podcast on all
Please,
your
God.
platforms.
His last episode was fire.
He sent us basically a case of beers.
Yeah, he really did. So we're going to have to do 2 this week, 2 next week, and 2 the week after.
But before we get into beer number 1,
Yep.
I think that
In honor.
well, before we get to beer number 1, I need to shout out to all of you people. The numbers that I saw, I was looking at our podcast numbers.
Jesus Christ.
I don't give out numbers.
No.
I'm not doing it. Don't ask me to do it. I'm never going to do it. But I will say this. Record-breaking month and week at the same time.
Fuck yes.
In our nearly 3 years of doing this show, for all of you people, this was a record-breaking month. And we cannot thank you guys enough. We love you all for tuning in. So all our new listeners, we had a lot.
Of new listeners.
A lot.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. This is for you.
So shout out to all of the Taproom Maniacs.
Taproom Maniacs.
Yeah, what you gonna do, brother?
Can't do Maniacs.
Well, it's Hulk Hogan. It's
Can't do
Hulkamania, but the Beer Maniacs. I don't know. We'll think of something.
We'll think of something, unless you guys
the
come up with something.
Grainiacs.
No,
Okay,
let's come up. You guys come up with something and send it to us.
we'll think of something. But thank you guys for
Of course.
everything. For it was wild seeing the. I saw them today.
All right, so let's crack into our first beer.
Hell yeah.
I am ready for the first one. All right, so do you wanna do the honors?
Yeah. Okay. So, beer number 1 sent by our good buddy Aaron.
Of course.
I hope I pronounced this right. New Glarus Brewing Company. It is out of Wisconsin.
I'm excited for Wisconsin beers.
It's a local place in Wisconsin. It's called New
It's an
Glarus
ale.
Brew Company Spotted Cow Ale.
Yep. Let's see here.
And I will post a photo of each beer.
And it's only in Wisconsin. I think
Yes.
I'm trying to find the horsepower on this baby.
It's an ale, so it's probably going to be like a 4 or 5.
I can't turn mine over because I already opened mine.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't see horsepower. All right, well, I'm ready. You ready?
There we go. Cheers.
Smells like an ale.
Smells like a Budweiser.
Tastes like a PBR. That's a PBR. A little sweeter.
A little
A
bit.
little sweeter than a PBR, but that's
But-
pretty good though.
I get. Yeah.
You can definitely taste the barley.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what Whiskey Hell says about this one.
Oh, I
'Cause
know.
they got the same beers we did.
Does Fitz and McShane know that they got?
Yeah,
these?
we all have the same beers.
Oh, rad. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron,
I love that. I
Beer
love
number 1.
that idea.
it's not bad.
No, it's a very drinkable beer. It's smooth.
But you said what? You got the barley.
No,
There's-
yeah, I got the barley. I got the.
I got. Go ahead. Sorry.
I got the sweet.
Yeah.
This is a pretty sweet tasting beer.
But you can kind of map your way through it and find a little bit of hoppiness into it too.
yeah, but it's not super hoppy like most
No.
most ales are.
It's more of for me. It's on the exhale.
Yeah. I want to see the color.
I feel like it just looks. Well, look at the in
Well,
the rim.
that's true.
It's the golden. It's your
Yeah.
standard beer golden beer
That's true.
color.
That's true.
It's
So,
good.
It is.
It's not bad.
No,
I would-
I was scared about this one.
Yeah, I was too. I do agree with you. I would compare it to a PBR, but
It's not as.
it's more of a like if PBR was like, you know what, let's put a bow tie and a lapel on this tuxedo.
Yeah.
Let's throw a tuxedo on a PBR.
It's not as pungent. It's not as like PBR. Kind of has that bitter, sour, like it's been warm and then cooled again.
Yeah.
This one is really sweet. What?
All right. I'm gonna give it the Bert Kreischer analogy.
Okay.
It's like when you're laying in bed with your chick
Mm-hmm.
and you're rubbing and petting,
Mhm.
and right before you fuck, she asks you if she says, "Hey, do you want me to stick my thumb inside your butthole?" And at first you're like unsure, but you're like, "Okay, well, let's go with this. Let's try it." And she does it, and you're like, "You know what? That's not bad."
Oh my God.
Anyone who has ever listened to an episode of Two Bears One Cave knows what I'm talking about.
Hit that beer one more time because the hops come back the third time around.
Okay, let's go.
As it's warming up, you can taste the hops. It's not overpowering. I will say that. It's not overpowering, but the warmer it gets, you can taste the hops. I am not a hoppy girl. I do not like hops.
It for me,
Mm-hmm.
it turned into a little bit of a Budweiser.
Yeah, it's like a PBR to start when it's cold and
It changed
popped.
close. Yeah.
And
She
then
took-
it went to a Budweiser.
Yeah.
And now it's leaning a little bit like it's getting IPA heavy. So I'm gonna
Oh, now my brain's gonna want me to only taste IPA. Please don't ruin this beer for me.
because I did it.
Yeah.
No, let's let it warm. I'm gonna let mine. I'm gonna sip on it and let it warm up as we go
Ooh.
because you know me. I like to try new beers
Yeah.
as they're cold and as they warm up to see what temperature tastes best with it. So
100%. You know what? You do that.
Yeah,
I'm going to continue to drink it and make it stay cold, and then we compare and contrast.
sure. You gonna chug it?
Later on. Man, this is a burpy beer.
I'm okay right now. I'm surprised.
This is a burpy beer.
I've also got more beers in my cooler that I can drink in between, and I don't
Oh.
want to ruin the taste.
Cleanse your palate. You
Yeah.
have palate cleansers.
I do.
Palate cleansers.
Very much so.
All right, well, let's get into tonight's topic.
I am so excited about tonight's topic.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the show.
welcome. So in this episode, for those of you that are our age or older,
And they don't know our age.
our friends do.
That's true.
I'm 39.
Shut up.
You're 30.
Yeah.
8. I changed your age from 30 to... Ooh, no, that makes me sound like a pedophile. Nope, we're not doing that. Shout out, Big Nick.
Fuck you.
Got him.
Yes.
Pedophile. No.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
So,
I am 29 and counting.
I already said it. It's my edit this week.
I fucking hate
It's fine.
you.
I'll just cut what you said out.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Okay. Anyway.
So this week we a few days ago, you and I were talking about how, like, now summertime sucks. It sucks.
Fucking blows.
But do you remember summer back in the day, like when we were like having summer break out of school, getting into some wild shit? The music, all this new music was coming out. All these
Oh, yeah.
awesome new movies were coming out.
Well, I didn't
We're-
know new music because I was
Wearing
sheltered.
our-
But
But we were wearing our Bugle Boy T-shirts and whatever. Girl, you had your jelly sandals.
no, never. Ew, ow.
But you know where I'm going with this.
Well, yeah, I do.
Let's go back to the
We
summer
had our
of the
power
90s.
morphers,
Yeah.
our bugles on our fingertips,
Oh, it was wild.
the Kool-Aid Squeeze-Its or the Squeeze-Its.
Yeah. Even Capri Sun was still
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun made its debut in the 90s
in
of the summer.
Summer of 90s.
Do you remember? Yeah. Oh,
That was
God.
when we'll get to that. But
But no, summer treats.
Yep.
Summer trips.
oh, my favorite, bologna sandwich and water hose water.
Yeah. Public pools.
Never went to public pools.
Really?
We had enough family and friends that had pools, and if we couldn't go to the family or friends' pools, we would buy one of those little kiddie pools,
Right.
the plastic ones, and put trash bags down and slide and
Yeah.
just tear up the swimming
You
pool.
showed me a TikTok or Instagram reel or something of these guys that put garbage bags
Yeah,
on their bodies.
themselves,
They covered themselves in like dish soap and
Yep.
found a huge fucking hill.
and watered the hill down and just slid down it. I'm down.
Why the fuck didn't we think of that 30 years ago?
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Well,
You know,
I know we didn't have a lot of hills.
we didn't either. I had a flat field
Yeah. Same.
and there was
Oh,
2 trees in it.
I don't know why I just thought of this. Dirt piles. Construction site dirt piles.
Yes. You unlocked a core memory for me and Joseph.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
You're
and I thank
welcome.
you. I thank you.
You're welcome. Like, okay, so our house when I was growing up as a kid was near a
A very,
Catholic
very,
high
very
school.
fine house.
No, it was near a Catholic high school.
Still is.
Still is. But anytime that they would do they would clean up the baseball field and take up all the
Yeah.
dirt and then put new dirt and red whatever the fuck it is down,
Mhm.
they would pile it off to the side. So like me and the neighborhood kids, we would run to it and play in it all fucking day.
Do you remember when they tore those houses down that was across the street?
Uh-huh.
And there were those big dirt piles?
Oh yeah.
Imagine if you had that. In the
Oh, they were like 10 foot high.
No, I still have the photo I took. You guys were like 100 feet down.
That's so good though.
It was wild.
So good. Do you remember the did you ever not remember. Did you have the storm drains that
Yes.
were concrete and you drove your bike across it and your training wheels got stuck?
No.
Oh, you never did that?
We had the and this was back when I was a kid, and we would go to my cousin's house in Arkansas. They had one of those. It was like a ditch in their front yard, but it had those big, like, the steel. I guess it was like maybe 2 feet steel pipes,
Right.
like, that were
Yeah,
so
I
it
know
would
what you're
flood.
talking about. Yeah.
So when that flooded,
Yeah.
me and my cousin Derek would just strip down in our underwear and go jump in it and swim. But it was only like 2.5 feet deep.
Right,
but we were so
still,
small.
Yeah, it counted.
It was like a
You could lay down in it and your head would be bobbing.
it was almost like a
Kiddie pool.
no, more like a lazy river.
Mhm.
Because we would go like up the street.
And then float down.
We would float down, and in between driveways, we would just get out and walk around and get back
Go
in.
Yeah.
And so if the storm was heavy enough,
Mm-hmm.
we would just go to the end of the street where it started,
Mm-hmm.
lay down, float to the neighbor's driveway, get out, walk around, jump back in. Because it was his street was it was on a hill, but it wasn't, but it was like enough to where it could create a current
Right.
where it would flow. So we would just it enough to where we could like float down, and it was almost like a lazy river, but
Right.
with speed bumps.
Right. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. We never had that. We had like the concrete that's outside of Mom's house right now.
Yeah.
We had the concrete, but it would flood to where it was deep enough that you drove your bike through it, and we would put our training wheels on it on purpose.
Oh, where you could almost
And you
like
could
balance yourself.
But you would get stuck in it, and you'd stand. You'd put people behind you and pedal as fast as you can and splash.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we used to do. And then there are
I know the spot you're talking about.
right next to Mom's car.
Yeah.
That's where we would go.
Okay.
And then there's like a divot right next to Mom's car now.
Mhm.
And that used to get so flooded when it would rain that it would be about a foot deep,
Mhm.
and we would swim there. If you go down past the dead end,
Yeah.
there's a little storm drain. That
Yes.
used to be 3 foot deep when it would actually flood. That was our swimming hole.
Okay.
That was a good swimming hole.
Hell yeah.
I do remember summers though when I was a kid. So today the high was like 89, maybe 92. I didn't check specifically the weather, but today actually felt like a 90s summer day. There was minimal humidity.
Yeah.
It was chilly in the morning because Gunnar did grab his jacket this morning. He said it was
Yeah.
a little chilly.
You know, when I left for work, I thought, ooh, hold on.
Yeah.
Fall? Is that
No. Nope.
you?
Not yet.
Well, there was that.
It's a fake. It's
Well-
a fake. It's
well,
a trick.
I leave
a
3
trick.
hour. Or what time do you leave for work?
8. I leave around here 8 to go drop him
I
off.
was gonna
at
say I
mom's.
leave like 4 hours before you do. So there's
3.
a temperature flux.
3.
It was pretty chilly.
I know. That's what I'm saying though. Is I remember growing up as a kid, the reason why we would shut off the air at night here
Yeah.
in Kentucky
Oh, fake fall.
is during the summer at night it would get between 65 and 70.
Yeah.
So we would shut off the air, open the windows. And then in the morning when you woke up, you had to shut the windows.
Yeah.
Because it would get hot, and that's when you would turn the air on around noon or 1 when the sun was up.
Okay.
But I remember summers for a very long time being cool in the morning, hot in the afternoon, and then cool at night.
See, we lived in Memphis, which is 8 hours south of where we didn't have the Ohio Valley. We had the Mississippi Delta,
Right.
which is lower.
Yeah.
So we never got that.
Mm.
But I do remember there was one summer. I think it was in between 92 and 95 where there was a week stretch where in the mornings
Cold as
it
shit.
almost felt like fall.
Yeah.
But by midday or later, it was hot as balls.
That's what happens here. And
Yeah.
that's where that is where we are at. The end of July is usually when it's chilly in the mornings
Yeah.
and hot in the afternoons.
It's hot as dick.
Yeah. But then it gets chilly again. Like we could go outside and have a fire pit and be comfortable.
Yeah. Now.
Now.
But when we did 3 hours ago, we were like, no, fuck this. It's too hot.
Yep.
because the sun was beating on us, and then the heat
And
of
the
the
heat,
fire
yeah.
also. It was too much.
So, do you remember the mornings, like summer mornings, waking up, and what is the first thing that you do once you wake up?
I had to get dressed so we could go. Mom could take us to Vicky's house, my aunt. She watched us in the
Right,
summertime.
right. But I meant like activity wise, or did you
Well-
pour a bowl of cereal? What kind of cereal did you pour? 90s?
Oh, it was Apple Jacks.
Oh,
That's why that's my favorite cereal today.
Oh.
Apple Jacks is number one. That's my. Give me a cereal. I'm choosing Apple Jacks every time.
nice.
Yeah.
I had two. Two
Okay.
of my favorites.
You know what? Apple Jacks and I liked Corn Pops also. I was
Yeah,
a big Corn Pops guy.
Yeah.
Corn Pops was my jam.
Yeah.
That was always my second choice.
So I remember waking up, and if mom felt like cooking breakfast, it was always pancakes or bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
But if she didn't, 9 times out of 10, I would do a bowl of cereal, and it was either Kix. Loved Kix
Yeah. I'll never know why you like that shit.
because it's so good.
You know what else tastes good? Air. Just
Cardboard.
Stick, yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, I'm having kicks right now. Just licking nothing.
Okay. And honeycomb.
Honeycombs.
Those were the two
You know what?
90st of all 90s fucking cereal.
You know what? Honeycombs is in my top 5.
Oh, no.
It's honeycomb.
Yeah. Big, not small. Yeah.
Oh, just like me.
Honeycomb.
You see what I did there?
I see what
Or
you
no,
did
it's
there.
the other way. No, that's B word.
Tastes
No.
tastes like I don't remember the jingle. I'll have to remember it.
Yeah. Honeycombs.
But those two were my two
Yeah.
choices.
You get that
And-
little bit of syrupy flavor.
Back in the day, Aldi used to have off-brand honeycomb.
They
They
did.
did back in the day.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I forgot.
They did.
That's an unlocked memory.
They used to, but they don't anymore.
Yeah, I know.
But those were my two go-tos. And then after I would take the cereal into the living room because being homeschooled, I was always used to getting up between 6 and 7.
Same. We had to because mom had to be at work at 8.
Mhm.
So we would wake up then and she would drop us off, and we lived right down the street.
Right.
So she would take us there
Right.
and then
Well,
right to
I
work.
was used to the neighborhood kids who stayed
Yeah.
at home. They didn't wake up until like 9 or 10.
right.
So when I woke up, I went straight to the TV and was watching cartoons.
Yeah.
And it would always be a fight for the remote between me and Jace. Always a fight. And then mom would come in and
Obviously.
yell at us every morning. You get to watch your TV show first and then you get to watch second. But mom, hers is an hour long.
Tabitha, Rayleigh. See what I did there for you?
I did, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But no, that would be that was a good summer memory. And then usually 9-10 o'clock rolled around, mostly 9 o'clock. I'd bolt out of the fucking door in my biker shorts and oversized T-shirt from like Jesus Freak or churchy type shirt
Yeah.
and start banging on doors and like, hey, let's go play. God, the summers were so different. They hit.
They really did. I remember one of my favorite summer memories, and the anniversary of it is coming up. Actually, 1998.
Oh.
So yeah, 1998. But because we would some nights even be in summer break during the week if Joseph wanted to spend my cousin wanted to spend that night at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Hop in the car. Let's go.
Yeah.
Or if I wanted to spend the night at his house, and it was on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It was. It's one of my favorite memories. It is a wrestling memory.
Oh God, who broke something?
No. It was. We would always watch WCW Monday Nitro
Mm-hmm.
at Joseph's house
Right.
because Vicky liked wrestling too,
Mhm.
and it was when Hollywood Hogan versus Goldberg for the world title.
Nice.
The anniversary of that is coming up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
30?
No, it was 97 or
Oh, okay.
98, 1998.
Okay.
But yeah, she ordered us pizzas. Uh, Uncle Joe, rest in peace. He he went out to go get like snacks. It was like pizzas and snacks, like for
Everywhere?
miles.
Yeah.
But it was just the four. Well, because Jennifer went home,
Mm,
and my other cousin, his sister Anna, she didn't like it, so she would go play in her room.
Right.
So it was just the four of us,
there you go.
and we would hang out. And Vicky would move the coffee table so while wrestling's on, like me and Joseph are wrestling each other and mimicking the moves that we're seeing on TV, and we're fighting. And she made us like a little championship belt
Aw.
for us. Yeah.
That's at least when.
Now she's a stupid cunt and a psychopath. So fuck her. But you censored out
I
butt.
missed the button.
Oh, that's okay. We say retard on here.
So
But yeah, that's a favorite summer like
what was
core memory.
what
for me.
was some summer games that you played? Because I know that like well whenever
Yeah.
whenever like school was in session, for me at least, when I was being homeschooled, of course, and did everything on my own, I wasn't allowed to go out and play until my homework and schoolwork was done. So it
Yeah.
would be 4 or 5 o'clock. But that's cool because that's when the neighborhood kids would get home.
Right.
But we would still have about 3 hours left of playtime, which would be, deciding on what we're going to play, which would take 30 minutes. You finished it?
Yeah.
All right. What'd you think?
Great.
Was it?
That was a cold bud. It was cold Budweiser. That was a cold Budweiser, Aaron. Thank you for that. That's a cold Budweiser. I appreciate
I've still got
that.
half left. I'm letting it warm up a little bit.
The Tennessee in me really liked that cold Wisconsin Budweiser. Local Bud.
Right?
It was very good. Very good. I'm excited to try beer number 2 when we reach a halfway point for the show.
Well, when I get through this one.
I need a palate cleanser right now.
So I remember a lot of our summer games were hide and seek, capture the flag, manhunt.
I was going to say, I'd give you 3 words. Capture the flag.
My biggest one that we played forever was kickball. That was a summer game.
So there was one that me and the boys would play. When there was, let's see, it was me, Joseph, Chris, Brian, Jeremy, and who was that other kid? Wes. Little football game. Little football game. It's every man for himself.
There you go.
You throw the ball up in the air.
Yep.
Whoever picks it up runs with it. There's no quarterback. There's no offensive line, no receivers.
Yeah.
It was called Smear the Did you guys play that game?
We didn't play it that way.
That's the official rules.
Well, no, we didn't call it that.
Oh, okay. You had
But
it.
we were more of a baseball.
Okay.
I grew up a lot with baseball.
Yeah.
We played pickle.
Well, we were in Tennessee, so that's a big football.
Right.
That was our deal.
Ours was basketball, but that really didn't hit until I was in my middle school age.
Okay.
If we're talking about 90s, well, middle school was kind of 90s. It was the end of the 90s for me.
Right.
But no, it was pickle. Have you ever played pickle?
I'm familiar with pickle.
So you have 2 people about, I'd say 20, 30 feet from each other.
Yeah.
And a person has the ball in their glove, their hand, and a person on the other side has the runner
Okay.
on their base.
Right.
So they would throw the ball to the person on the other side, and they would have to tag you out. And it was a crazy cardio, where you'd have to run back and forth without getting tagged.
Yeah.
So we played pickle a lot. We played kickball a lot. We didn't play a whole lot of football stuff.
Okay.
We played octopus.
We played octopus.
Fucking love that
Oh,
game.
Foursquare.
Never played Foursquare.
Today?
Nope.
To this day?
To this day, never played.
Oh, you're in for a treat. That's an easy game.
Played tetherball at summer camp.
Okay.
I love tetherball.
Tetherball was fun.
Yep. Oh, and then carpet ball.
Yeah.
That was a summer game for me.
Okay.
I still want to build a carpet ball
Yeah.
and put it on our back on our back deck so you can play it.
Oh, word. Absolutely.
I want to build one so bad.
Oh, 100%.
I What other games? I can't think of any. It wasn't Red Rover, but it was kind of like Red Rover. Another summer game that I remember is, so like if you lined up like Octopus, right? Everybody's in front of you.
Okay.
So you would call out, think of a color,
Yeah.
and you'd have to think of a color. So if the person who was it called out your color, you had to try and run past them to the other side.
We played that. We had a
Or
different name for it, but I
pick a
can't
num-
remember.
Pick a number.
Yeah.
If they pick a number between 1 and 12. You would always add 1 or 2 more than the people playing,
Yeah.
and then you would have to run if they called out your number, your color, your band, your music, your whatever,
Right.
and you'd play. And when they tagged you, you would be frozen. It wasn't like Octopus where you can move.
Yeah.
You were just frozen.
Right. Right.
And they would like herd you into them, because if the person running touched a person who was frozen, that's where they would get stuck at, and you were just frozen.
Nice. Okay. No, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy shit.
That was
Holy
a fun
shit.
game. We also played dodgeball with soccer balls.
Yeah. Oh, you play dodgeball with whatever was around and you could
Oh
throw.
no! Like and then one of my fondest memories in summer is playing War.
Yeah, we played War.
We used rocks, sticks, sticker balls.
Yeah.
Anything we can get our hands on.
If you can throw it, you can use it.
Yes.
That's the rule.
We would set booby traps.
Yeah.
Like, so my cousin, who was my best friend growing up until I was 16.
Unnamed?
Chris did. It's Chris.
Okay.
He was the brainiac. So you guys listening, picture Sheldon Cooper, but athletic, but also Sheldon Cooper.
Right.
So he would set up booby traps for us, because me and Chris were always on a team unless it was uneven. So the booby traps. God, the booby traps were golden.
Hell yeah.
My favorite, I think that actually in summer of 1997
Okay.
98 was the first time I ever got into a fist fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah, your first scrap.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. My first girl fight, and she ran away crying and told her mommy and daddy that I hurt
she's
her.
a bitch.
She still is. So what about the music of the 90s?
Well, hold on. I got a few more core memories.
Okay.
So, as you know, but our listeners don't, my grandparents were a part of a canoe club,
Yeah.
a traveling canoe club. Every summer, they would raise fund. They would do fundraisers
Camping.
through the year. We would go camping,
Fuck yeah, camping, summer camping.
but traveling.
When it wasn't hot,
Yep.
as hot as it is now.
We would go to my favorite river, the Nantahala in North Carolina, Pennsylvania. We did Colorado. We traveled lots of states, and shout out to Grandma and Grandpa for being a part of that. And that's where my kayaking, my whitewater kayaking, came in. And I spent a lot of summers out on the water, which I had a fucking blast on. Whitewater is, even today, I still have a great love for. And all the other kids that were with us, we would play in the campground. All the grown-ups would do a fire pit and hang out at night.
Drink their beers.
Drink their beers.
Smoke
Well,
their wacky
for
tobacco.
them, it was mostly wine.
Okay, so
They would
their wine.
drinking wine and smoking cigarettes is what the grown-ups would do.
Nice.
But there was
That actually sounds like a great time.
it was wild.
Being old right now, that sounds
Oh,
really good.
100%. And it was always grandparent. There were no parents. It was grandparents and the grandkids.
That's awesome.
Because everyone involved in this was like old people.
Right.
And you see all these old people out on the white water crushing it, flipping kayaks and flipping them back over, and it was crazy shit.
You got to save them grandbabies.
Oh yeah,
Carry on the legacy.
And there's I've told you about this. The scar on my wrist. A core summer memory is when I fell down the Rocky. Well, not all of the Rocky Mountains, but a spot on them, and I fell onto a barbed wire fence. And I've got this huge gash, this scar today. Durango, Colorado is where I got it.
Nice. You should get Colorado tattooed right across it. Colorado was here.
I really need to.
You should.
You know what? I'll
Colorado
get
was here.
the state flag. Yeah, it's
No, you should get Colorado was here right across that scar.
right there. Still have it right there.
Colorado is in me.
Rusty, Colorado, Durango, Colorado. Shout out to that. What a beautiful, and that's the whole town is like old Wild West.
Let's go.
They modernized.
Let's stop
basically.
this and let's go right now.
Oh, it's
Let's get in
so-
the car and let's go.
It's so beautiful.
Can we be back by Monday?
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm never coming back if we go.
That's true. That's true. Jace, sell the house.
I'm never coming. Yeah,
Jace gets the house. Jace gets everything in the house. Send us the money.
either we're going together and staying together, or I'm abandoning you all.
No.
You guys can come back, and
No.
I'm fucking staying.
No, we'll give Jace the house. We'll sign it over to him,
Absolutely.
and he can sell everything and then mail us a check.
And in 2001, summer of 01 is when I went to the most beautiful place on planet Earth.
Summer of
2001.
That doesn't count as 90s, but
Close
enough.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it, it does. It was
Nope.
Yellowstone.
yep, that's
Fuck.
okay. Close
But no,
enough.
I do remember, my third grade summer in Arkansas when I had an accident and I had to spend the remainder. I just started summer break.
Oh,
Just started.
8 years old?
Third grade.
Yeah, 8 years old.
No.
No, 9 years
third-
old. You were
I-
9. You
I
were
s-
9.
I started
A year later.
than
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah. So 9.
Yeah, but no, I was chasing fireflies and torched my feet on hot coals that I couldn't see.
Yep.
Because there was no smoke.
They were buried.
I spent the remainder of the summer in a fucking wheelchair.
Sorry.
That's okay. Shout out to Warner Brothers for making Batman the animated series and
Your
releasing
go-to.
that,
Yeah.
and Batman Mask of the Phantasm. It was the summer of Batman for my
There
torched
you
feet.
go. So 90s cartoons then. Summers. Okay, so summers here was reruns because we never had
Yeah,
like our cartoons were really heavy hitting
right.
during school time. Like when kids went back to school, that's when the cartoons were like, "Hey, here's new cartoons."
Yeah.
But they would play a lot of reruns in the summer. So we never got a different cartoon.
Yeah.
Power Rangers? Didn't they start in the summer?
No. Power
school
Rangers.
Oh god.
know
that was
what? I'm gonna have
94,
to,
95? Fact check.
No, Power Rangers the Power Rangers, the movie came out in 95.
Oh, so the actual TV show was 94. Oh god,
No, the TV show started in 93.
I was 7.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I was a baby.
Oh, nice.
What?
The Power Rangers, the 2017 movies on Netflix. That's a guilty pleasure for me. Fuck y'all.
Love that movie. No.
August 28th, 1993, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers made its debut in the United States of America. It's a summer series. Let's fucking go.
There you go.
August 1993.
Now, I didn't start school back until
I'm a Power Ranger now.
I know you are. Tuesday after Labor Day. Everybody else went back to school. Okay, so here in
Mid-August was us.
Well, here in Louisville,
Yeah.
you didn't start school back until the state fair ended.
Okay. See, God damn it.
Because the state fair here
It's the end of August.
is the middle 2 weeks of August. It runs about 14 to 17 days.
And I'll never understand that. Like, why would you start school? Give them
Oh, a day or a weekend
off for the fair, like an extended 4-day weekend,
Mhm.
and then go back to school. Like just
then you
do
have
the
Labor
fair.
Day,
Yeah.
and then you go back to school again.
Labor
it's
Day's the
on,
next
off,
week.
On off. Yeah. So we didn't homeschool wise. So we didn't
Right.
start school back until that Tuesday after Labor Day.
Yeah.
So Labor Day, last huzzah. Then we went back to school. Everybody else went back to school that Wednesday or Thursday before Labor Day.
Yeah.
So, but God, cartoons. Let's go to cartoons, but not after this beer.
Go for it.
I'm going to finish this and we'll go to beer 2.
Let's go. I'm excited to try his second beer. All of these were good.
Okay, so this one kind of warmed up. There's no flavor when it's warm.
Yeah.
It's kind of missing the flavor. It's like a flat Budweiser, flat PBR, flat normal
Okay.
type. I'm surprised though because the ale tastes like a lager because that's what a Budweiser and a PBR
Yeah.
pretty much is.
Yeah.
Before we get to beer 2,
Let's
pause
take a pause so we can acknowledge our future president
and,
and vice president.
Vice President, the El Presidente of the Salty Hippo Nation.
So here's a little campaign ad for you guys. Enjoy. Capitalism. God's way of determining who is smart and who is poor.
There is only one thing he hates more than lying: skim milk, which is water that is lying about being milk.
History began on July 4th, 1776.
Clear alcohol is for rich women on diets.
There's only one bad word: taxes.
Put some alcohol in your mouth to block the words from coming out.
Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.
America, the only country that matters. If you want to experience other cultures, use an atlas or ham radio.
These quotes are by Ron Swanson, Parks and Recreation.
I'm doing my part.
This November, vote Aaron Deshotel for President of the United States of America.
I'm doing my part.
And Gunnar Gray, Vice President of the United States of America.
I'm doing my part. 2024. Hell yeah.
Beer number 2, even though we hope you enjoy that campaign ad.
This
Was made by yours truly.
Yeah. Introduce the second beer.
Yes, let's go.
Take it away.
Second one is by Sound Growler Brewing Company. It's called Tortilla Hands or Tortilla Hands.
Tortilla.
It's a Mexican style lager.
All right, here we go. I have never been a fan of Mexican beers.
I love them. Ooh, I need to go get some salt.
If I don't like this, I will let you drink the rest of it.
I will drink it. I'll totally drink it if you don't like it.
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm not going to pour it into my glass with the salt yet.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Not a fan.
Tastes like a fancy Corona.
I'm not a fan.
There's no flavor.
But that's
to it.
okay. Yeah.
There's no flavor, but there's the alcohol kick at the very end.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't really like Mexican beers.
I started liking Mexican beers when I got to sorry, my nose itches.
You're fine.
Mexico.
Cancun.
Cancun, thank you. When they had them for free everywhere. So, all right, I'm going to pour this into my glass and drink it with some salt because I know it's going to make it taste
Some
so
Himalayan
good.
salt. You made
It
it.
is Himalayan pink
Oh,
sea
look,
salt.
you poured like Frank. Guess what I'm going to do now?
Please do. Yep. Tell Frank he can still suck it.
No, you have no room to talk now.
I do.
I'm going to personally message Frank.
Okay, because this is one time out of
But
how many?
still.
One time out of his how many? Oh my God. What is it with Mexican beer and salt that makes it taste so much better?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So anyway, summer of 90. Cartoons. What was your favorite cartoon in the 90s?
Oh, my God.
What was your favorite?
one?
I already know mine.
Well, a lot of mine were the Fox Kids
Yep.
Saturday mornings.
I've got two. Two automatically right now in the chamber, ready to go.
Okay.
Animaniacs. Because Power Rangers technically wasn't a cartoon, but
Well, not technically. It literally was not.
well, okay, so Animaniacs and Recess. Recess is 90s to me.
I always was into the Nickelodeon stuff. I know you didn't have cable growing up.
Nope, no cable. So no Disney, no
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Well, I didn't have Disney. I just had the Nickelodeon.
Never had that shit.
Disney was like a pay extra.
That beer is light colored.
That's a very yellow beer.
It is. It looks like pee pee.
Barely golden. It looks like a urine
pee-pee.
sample.
It's a pee pee in a glass.
You like it?
More salt.
Are you into it?
It's okay. It's
Yeah?
good.
It's putting out a good vibe for you?
Trying to. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit, and then tell you how it is. It's a lager, so a lager changes flavors like a stout does as
Right.
it gets warm. So
Of course.
it's got salt.
Yeah.
I wish I had a lime because Corona is bitch beer. It's a party boy. What do they call them? A Tool. It's Tool beer.
Yeah.
Tool.
I've never.
God damn it! There was a fucking Tool today.
Okay.
Oh my god! Fucking college frat boy that I wanted to. Oh, almost got into a fight in Total Wine and More parking lot.
Okay.
I seen a parking space. Dude was about to back out. I was about to pull in. This fucking bitch tits decided to pull up in a fucking souped up rice burner Honda bullshit and like cut me off and took the parking spot. I parked right next to him, super close. And as he got out, I glared. I was like, "You want to fight, bitch?" And he walked away. So anyway,
So I want to throw out names, and this for our listeners who are familiar with the '90s Nickelodeon shit. There was Rocko's Modern Life, I Real Monsters, Doug, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, shit like that. That's what I always Angry Beavers. Those shows. That's the cartoons. That was my summer break cartoons, and they were a lot of fun to watch. I had a lot of good times with them, especially Ren and Stimpy. That was there was a lot of adult humor in there that I didn't understand at the time, but somehow still managed to crack me up a lot. And also on Comedy Central is where they would air the reruns of South Park.
see, I wasn't even allowed to watch The Simpsons until I turned 13.
Oh, I had to sneak watch South Park.
I didn't sneak. Well, I snuck watched horror movies.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah.
Well, we had
Well,
a
no,
little,
I didn't.
So we had like a little cubby area that you can crawl into,
Right.
and like Dad couldn't see it or Jay couldn't
Yeah.
see it as he was watching his horror movies.
Right.
But that's where we would he would watch stuff and we would hide and watch.
Yeah.
But even to this day, I never had a TV in my room. But the TV, well, I should say our room. The TV in our room was
yeah.
only hooked up to Nintendo fucking 64.
Oh, 100%.
What was your game on Nintendo 64?
Legends of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
To this fucking day.
Mine is Mario Kart 64.
Yeah.
Kicking ass. and
You know,
kicking
on
ass.
TikTok now, I'll see people that are doing live streams of gameplay for Ocarina of Time,
Oof.
and I'll watch them.
I want to see someone
It's
beat
wild.
the water temple in one go.
Can't, not possible. Even for those of you listening, if you say you can, we know you're lying. You're telling you're trying to you're making
I
it a
see
pissing
your
contest.
nose, Pinocchio.
You're making it a pissing contest.
Yeah.
Put your little dick back in your pants.
You
'Cause
went
you
in
can't.
full fucking health. All the hearts you can find.
Yeah.
Hi.
And I will admit that I did have to use the gamer guide.
Cheat codes.
Well, not cheat codes, just the on how where do I need to go? What do I got to do?
Yeah.
I use the gamer guide. I use
so,
my lawnmower money.
I didn't. I mean, I had some cartoons in the summer, but most of my summer was wake up, eat breakfast, watch one cartoon, and then you're outside all day.
Oh, 100%.
And what was the call to come in?
The fucking street lights.
Street lights.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
You could do whatever the fuck you want to.
Go wherever you wanted.
Exactly.
Me and Joseph, we would ride our bikes miles away from home.
No. Ours would be in the neighborhood because some parts of the neighborhood had some sick fucking ramps,
Yeah,
natural ramps for fucking bikes.
right.
And that's where we would go, and we'd set up like even more ramps, or going to pick up neighbors and coming over to hang out and whatever.
Yeah.
We had plum trees and honeysuckle bushes.
Oh my
and
God, the honeysuckle bushes.
plum trees for me. But then like once the street lights come on, like Now, my best friend in the 90s, he lived right next door.
Right.
So we would just hang out between our 2 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a kid or two that lived a couple houses down would hang out because he was close, but you couldn't go outside of your front yard.
Really?
For us, the street lights came on. Cool. You can stay out until 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's cool. Street lights came on about 8:50, 9 o'clock as the sun was setting.
Yeah.
You can stay out till 10 o'clock once it's dark, but you stay in our front yard and neighbors.
See, we would just take off. We were gone.
Well, no, even at dark, once the street lights
Well, no.
come on.
Well, during the day, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
We were
during the
gone.
day.
Get on your bike and
Yeah,
leave.
You just go.
Fucking go
Wherever. Yeah.
pick a spot and
Yeah.
leave and hang out.
It wasn't as scary as it is today.
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
Oh, okay. I was going to say something. Snacks. Did you have summer snacks that you would... I lived off of hose water, bologna sandwiches, and chips.
Yeah.
And popsicles.
Yeah.
Oh, popsicles all the time.
Oh, for sure. In the plastic tube that would cut the sides of your mouth to turn you into Heath Ledger's Joker.
Those or the where it would come in a 2-pack where it was like cherry had a 2 and you had to break it in half. Once you opened it, you had to say, "Okay, who else wants a cherry?" Break it in half, give one cherry here, one cherry here.
Oh,
break it in half.
yeah, the
Orange.
double.
It was orange, cherry, and grape.
Yeah, the double.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was greedy and I kept both sides. I was. But it is what it is. Another one of my favorite snacks was... Oh, God, what was it? There was the Shark Bites gummies.
I never had shark bites. Well, I had them, but not until I was older.
Okay.
Gushers.
And Gushers are still around today.
I did have Gushers. What was your go-to candy in the 90s? Summer.
Oh, God.
Summer.
Summer candies?
Yep, summer candy.
Oh, my God. I don't know. Shit.
Mine was the squeeze tube of the gooey.
Oh, yeah.
goop
It was like a
stuff.
gelatin kind of a thing.
It wasn't
They were sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a syrup that was dehydrated.
Almost.
Yeah.
It came in the red, the green, and the blue.
Was it Squeeze Me?
Squeeze pop. No.
Squeeze Me?
Squeeze pop.
Squeeze something.
Something like that.
It was a squeeze something.
Something. I'll have to look that shit up.
But no, the blue was mine. Blue was 100%. When you open the cap, it looked like a penis because of it was round and very circular.
It was the Hubba Bubba Sour Squeeze.
No, it was not. It was not.
Oh.
That wasn't mine. I did not have Hubba Bubba. Ooh, Value Market. So we walked everywhere in summer.
It was called Squeeze Pop.
Mm.
Boom, right there. Squeeze Pop.
Yep, there it is.
Squeeze Pop.
Yep.
Came in a toothpaste tube.
In the 90s. So I remember we didn't have phones, we didn't have radios, we had boom boxes.
Oh, God.
One of my fondest memories is
my collection of mixtapes that I made was wild.
I didn't have mixtapes, but we did have a really badass radio station in the 90s here. It was 99.7 DJX.
Yeah.
They played, God, they were good.
We had Tom Preston Giacomo. That was his
Nice.
name. He played the best hits of the 80s, the 90s, and today. Or 70s, 80s, and today at the time, I guess. I don't know. Or whatever it was.
So,
But yeah.
my 90s summer was mostly Goo Goo Dolls in music. It was, of course, Backstreet Boys. That was my number one.
Yeah. Were you a big Goo Goo Dolls fan back in the day?
I loved Goo Goo Dolls.
Still do. Shout out to them.
Fucking love Goo Goo Dolls. But whenever we would, so sometimes when it would get too hot outside and we couldn't play, I would always
Or if it was raining.
Well, no, raining we could play as long as there wasn't lightning.
Yeah,
is what
true.
Mom always said.
That's true.
But with the when it got too hot, or if the other kids couldn't play, or if it was just us and no one could come out.
Yeah.
So we would hang out inside. And I would lay in mom and dad's bed because it was bigger and turn on 99.7 DJX. It was always like Goo Goo Dolls or Natalie, what's her face?
Lying naked on the floor.
Yeah, Torn.
Illusion will never change. Yeah, Torn.
Into something real.
That's a good song.
I'm wide awake and I can see a perfect sky is torn. Yeah.
You're a little late.
And then there was some
I'll stop now.
like Tupac and stuff like that, which I wasn't into.
I was.
Well, I mean, you're a dude, I'm a chick.
Yeah.
But no, Goo Goo Dolls, 100%. That was my 90s summer. Like, I could hear it play as I'm playing kickball. Kickball was, God, kickball.
Can I throw a current event that happened in the 90s your way?
Absolutely. Do it.
I'm going to ask you a question,
Okay.
and I want you to answer me as honest as you can possibly answer.
Okay.
Where were you
when
O.J. Simpson was driving down the
What day was that? What day
date?
of the week?
Oh my God, I don't remember.
Was it Monday?
Oh God.
Google Facts.
Oh, when
I do remember I was watching something with Jay, and it was like breaking news.
June 17th, 1994. Where were you?
What day was that?
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Of the week?
Yeah. June.
Friday.
Okay.
NBC News Friday, June 17th, 1994. It was on a Friday.
Okay, and it was 7:00 at night.
I guess. I don't know. I was in Florida at the time.
So
I was in Destin, Florida.
It was right around Jeopardy.
Fighting off Loudy Jowdies. I'll explain that here shortly.
Jesus Christ. No, explain it now.
So,
Uh-huh.
this wasn't a summer thing. This was a walking to school thing. Me and Joseph would walk to school together. There was a house that had 2 German Shepherds. And every time we would walk by the fence, it was a privacy fence. Every time we'd walk by the fence, these dogs were outside. They were outside. The owners would let their dogs out to take their morning pee. 2 German Shepherds, they would start barking at us. And they were loud. And that's where we came up with they're being loudy jowdies. And that's what it was. And that's just what we called him, loudy jowdy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how.
So back to O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, the O.J. Simpson.
I do remember Friday night, which on Friday nights, even in summertime, we had TGIF. Even though they were reruns.
Go back to 1 year ago today, and you can hear that episode.
You can. Absolutely. So we would, so it was like that in between. News ended, there was fun stuff, and then even better stuff with TGIF.
Yeah.
So we were sitting there waiting for TGIF to start, and it was like, there's a wet Ford Bronco driving down the expressway.
Oh, it blocked out all the news.
Oh, yeah. It took over every fucking thing.
Yeah.
So I was, yeah, you missed. So I
throwing paper at the dog.
I don't remember a whole lot, but I do remember the Bronco driving down an expressway. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm over it.
Yeah.
But I do remember it. Leave her alone.
She's sunk down. Her doozy.
She got a new toy today, so she's out.
She's finally quiet.
Yeah, that's fine. But no, where were you when?
Destin, Florida, in a hotel room, sitting at the foot of the bed. Me, Dad, Joseph, and Uncle Joe.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. In that order.
Yeah. Everybody was glued. It was
me,
TV.
Dad, Joseph, and Uncle Joe. Yeah. We were watching the Aunt Vicky and Mom made a dinner run. They went to Burger King.
Okay.
Oh my God, that sounds good right now.
Seriously though, fast food restaurants in the 90s were fucking top goddamn tier.
They were.
God.
Yeah. But no, we were sitting on the bed, we were watching, and then I remember they came in the door of the hotel room. What are you guys watching? And Dad goes, the guy from the Buffalo Bills he killed his wife and he's in a car
Oh
chase.
shit!
And Mom's like, who? And it's OJ, who is OJ Simpson? Future me's like, oh, you'll find out. He's dead now because he's
Right.
a scumbag. So fuck you, OJ. You dumb bitch. You did that shit.
But he was funny in Naked Gun, though.
He was funny
He
in
was
Naked Gun.
hilarious.
He was funny in Naked Gun.
So our Friday nights in the summertime, in the 90s, where we went to Blockbuster in the summer because
fucking go.
everybody had to go inside when the street lights came on. It was dark. Yeah, we might have got the extra hour or whatever, but we watched a movie. We had we always did Pizza Hut until Little Caesars took the reigning champion. But we got Pizza Hut, we got a Blockbuster movie, depending on what year or what was coming out.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it was that was a Friday night. We did and then Dr. Pepper. We always got a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper, a Pizza Hut pizza or 2, and a Blockbuster movie or 2, because it was always one for the kids or the family and then one for the adults. And that was a Friday night for us
Yeah.
until Mom had to work second shift on
Right.
Fridays. But that was fun.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, far be it for me to say that summertime back in our day was next
it wasn't
level.
the same. Like, I really wish that our kids, this generation,
They could feel it the way we did.
exactly.
Because now there's a lot of daycare and
Well, the problem
all
is,
this,
though,
and parents have to work.
I hate to be this way, but because of the economy, you can't be a single family income
Yeah.
unless one of the breadwinners can score 6 figures. And even if they can't score 6 figures, then you're fucked because somebody's going to have to pick up another part-time job. Like, I really hate the fact that Gunner cannot experience a summer like we did. Like, the neighborhood we're in, I don't like him going further than his friend's house down
And
the
I
street.
hate that for him.
I do too.
I hate God, it sucks.
I want him to jump on his bike and just go.
Yeah. Be gone. Wake up,
Yeah.
eat breakfast, get the fuck out. I'll see you at dark.
No. Come back for lunch.
Well, that, yeah.
You're gonna have a
Unless it's
bologna
like, hey,
sandwich.
so and so's mom said it's okay if I have lunch here. Is that fine? Sure. The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Can't do that now.
the 90s were so much different.
Yeah.
The 90s generation, our generation, it was so much more, there's nothing to be afraid of because now everybody knows what to be afraid of. Like, God, I'd give anything to go back to the 90s for a week. Just a goddamn week. The music, the vibe, the clothing,
It's-
the everything.
How many times do I tell you, like, if we're laying in bed watching, like, our TikToks and all that shit, and I
Yeah.
get one of those nostalgia, because my TikTok is littered.
With 90s.
So much litter, it makes an Indian shed a tear kind of litter of, like, and I'll show you, and it's like, oh, do you remember on Friday night, your mom and dad would take you to Blockbuster or Family Video or Hollywood Video or whatever it was called, wherever you had access to movie rentals. Your parents are going to take you there, and then you're going to go get pizza and go home, and you're going to play the video games you rented or watch the movies you rented and eat the pizza. And just like, I want to do that one more time,
Oh, yeah.
just so I'll know that it's the last time and it'll give me closure.
But we didn't know the last time that we watched our favorite cartoon as a kid. We don't know the last time that we hung out with our friends.
I'm going to hit you with a quote.
Yeah.
Ed Helms, Andy Bernard on The Office,
Yep.
said this in the series finale of The Office.
You're going to hit me in the feels.
How do you know that you're in the good old days if you've never... How do you know that you left the good old days if you've ever actually been to them? I think that's the quote. God damn it. I butchered it.
No, we've known the good old days because we were the last generation to have a good old day. This next generation's good old days is playing VR or staring mindlessly at their phones.
I wish there was a way to know that you were in the good old days before you've actually left them. That's the quote.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what if it's right here, right now?
Yeah.
We have no idea.
We didn't.
You'll never know.
Do you remember the last time
It
you hung
sucks.
out with your friends before things changed?
No.
Do you remember the last time you heard your favorite 90s song play
Do
on
you-
the radio?
Do you remember the last time that you and your friends had a group hangout at the big fat green electric box for the last time?
We never had a green electric box,
Okay.
but
You know what? There's one in between mom and dad's house and their neighbors.
Mhm.
So next time we go to my parents, we'll sit on it.
do it. There we go.
Let's do a hang.
Okay. Sure, I'll bring a sixer.
Let's have Gunnar and Jake.
Yeah.
Let's let them be a part of that, and we'll just
Yeah.
sit on it and talk. Just
Yeah.
about
Anything.
what's your favorite movie.
As long as it's not Dragon Ball
What's-
Z.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about wrestling either. Gunnar wants to when we're doing
I
our
know,
boys' night.
I
He
know,
goes,
I know.
"Dad, can we watch wrestling tomorrow?" Okay.
Okay.
Even though it's on as we that just went off.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, when a meme actually came out and it said, "Do you remember or you will not remember the last time that you spent with your childhood friends?"
When was the last time that
Uh-huh.
you pulled up to a friend's house and you saw all your other friends' bikes sitting in the front yard?
Yep.
Not on the kickstand, just
Nope.
thrown in the
Yep.
a front yard littered with all your friends' bicycles.
Yep.
When was the last time you saw that?
Yep.
You don't know.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope.
You listening, you guys don't know.
Nope.
Well, you listening that are of in our age
Mhm.
range, you don't know.
Nope.
You didn't know that was the last time.
Nope.
It just one day you did it.
Yep.
And then for the rest of, and then that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Sorry we had to end this episode on a sour note. I apologize for that.
It wasn't sour. It was meaningful.
Yeah.
It was meaningful because
We didn't mean
We
to make you cry.
no, we want
Happy
you,
tears.
those of you within the age range, to think back to the 90s.
Don't let that child inside of you die.
No, let
Take
them
it-
live.
Take it when you die, take it with you then.
No, even now.
Pass it down.
No, even now. Forget that. What you did in the 90s, bring it back now.
Do it again.
Make your inner child happy.
Yeah. Bring it back.
Listen to that 90s playlist.
Yeah, every day.
There is so many 90s playlists.
You want to throw on some Spice Girls and Soundgarden? Fucking
Let's go.
let's jam.
You want to listen to Goo Goo Dolls all day?
Goo Goo
just-
Dolls, Smash Mouth,
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys. Blare it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The 90s was the last
Elite.
top tier king status
Oh, decade. Yeah.
decade.
God tier.
Fucking god tier.
It was elite.
Fuck.
And with that, Tab, take us out of here.
It's my pleasure. As always, thank you for joining us for this episode. Don't forget to check out our link tree at linktr.ee/Gray's Taproom Podcast 2. There you will find many ways to support us. Subscribe to our Patreon. 4 tiers are now available. Take a shot for $1, acquire a buzz for $3, get tipsy for $5, and fully loaded for $10. Don't forget to check out our ad-free Taproom Radio for some tasty jams.
Don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and always drink responsibly.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Thanks for hanging out and get home safe.
Tap room closed.